It's a beautiful morning in the neighborhood. Okay, Nix, go to the bathroom. And off he goes, racing through the neighborhood, until he finds the perfect spot.
Welcome to Yoldai's Pet Corner.
Welcome back to the channel. Tonight we're exploring the world of a primate with a rather misleading name, the wolf monkey. Now, before you picture a tiny, tree-swinging canine, let's be clear. They don't howl at the moon, and they certainly don't travel in packs led by an alpha. If they did, the rainforest's ecosystem would have a very confusing chain of command. These are highly social arboreal primates, whose true nature is far more fascinating than their name suggests. So, if it has nothing to do with wolves, why the name? The monkey was named after the man who collected the first specimen, not for any wolf-like traits. This distinction is key, because it shifts our focus to what truly defines this species, its incredible visual complexity. How did one of Central Africa's most striking primates become one of the most visually distinct members of the entire Guenon family? The answer is written all over its face. Wolf's Mona monkey, scientifically known as Cercopithecus wolfi, is a species of Guenon native to the lush lowland rainforests of the Democratic Republic of the Congo and its surrounding regions. And its face? It's more than just a pretty mask. It's one of the most intricate communication tools in the primate world. Tonight, we're diving deep into how this monkey lives, how it communicates with its troop, and why its unique facial patterns may have evolved for something far more strategic than simple decoration. Let's get into it. To find the wolf's Mona monkey, you must look up. They inhabit the dense tropical lowland rainforests of the Congo Basin, one of the planet's most vital and complex ecosystems. Here, life unfolds high above the forest floor. They specifically seek out mature forest canopy, areas near rivers, and regions packed with dense fruiting trees. These are not just preferences, they are the essential pillars of their survival, where food is abundant and protective cover is constant. They are almost exclusively arboreal, spending nearly their entire lives in the trees. But what does it mean to live in a vertical world? Unlike monkeys that move between ground and canopy, wolf's Mona monkeys rely completely on the upper layers for safety from predators, for foraging, and for all their social interactions. This treetop existence has shaped everything about them, from their agile bodies to their complex social structures. Now, the wolf in their name might suggest a predator, but the truth is far more historical. The name is a tribute, honoring Ludwig Wolf, a 19th century German explorer and physician who documented species during his travels through Central Africa. So the name marks a moment in scientific history, not a behavioral trait. The Mona designation, however, is all about appearance. It places them within the Guenon, a group of monkeys renowned for their vibrant facial markings, striking color contrasts, and distinctive cheek patches. Guenon are famed for their incredible facial diversity, and as we'll see, the wolf's Mona monkey may be one of the most visually distinctive of them all. If you look closely at a wolf's Mona monkey, you'll notice a striking combination of features: a dark, expressive face framed by pale brow markings, a distinct, contrasting nose patch, and light cheek whiskers that catch the light. In the dappled green of the rainforest canopy, these aren't just random markings. They are a high-contrast billboard, designed to be seen. But why is being so conspicuous so important? Scientists studying Guenon believe these intricate facial patterns evolved for one critical reason: species recognition. In the bustling world of Central African forests, multiple Guenon species often share the same canopy, their territories overlapping. In this crowded environment, mistaken identity is a costly error. It can waste precious energy, spark unnecessary territorial conflicts, or, most critically, ruin a chance to mate with the right partner. So, evolution favored the development of clear visual ID badges. Each species was issued its own unique facial design, nature's unmistakable uniform. Within their own species, wolf's Mona monkeys live in tight-knit groups, typically led by a single adult male with his harem of females and their young. The male is often more brightly marked and slightly larger, his colors a signal of his status. Group cohesion is constantly reinforced through a complex language of vocalizations, social grooming, and visual signals, but they must always stay alert. The Congo is never truly quiet. Leopards, crowned eagles, and snakes patrol these same branches, while rival primate groups compete for the best fruit. Imagine trying to have lunch with all that going on suddenly. Your inbox full of emails feels a lot more manageable. Wolf's monomonkeys are primarily frugivorous. Fruit makes up most of their diet. They also consume leaves, seeds, insects. Fruit availability shapes their daily movement patterns. They travel through the canopy in coordinated bursts, rarely staying in one place for long. This constant motion helps them avoid predators, reduce competition, access seasonal food sources. Their ecological role is important. By eating fruit and dispersing seeds, they help maintain forest regeneration. They are not just residents of the forest, they are participants in its survival. While not as extensively studied as some other Guenon, wolf's monomonkeys use distinct vocal calls for predator alerts, group cohesion, and territorial spacing. Males often give loud calls that carry through the canopy. These calls help maintain distance between groups without physical conflict. Sound travels farther than sight in dense forest, and in a habitat where visibility is limited, voice becomes territory. But here's something that makes wolf's monomonkey particularly fascinating. In regions where multiple Guenon species overlap, scientists have observed hybridization between closely related species, which raises a powerful evolutionary question. If facial markings evolve to prevent confusion, what happens when species still interbreed? And what does that mean for identity in the rainforest? In part 2, we're diving into hybrid zones in Central Africa, how Guenon species boundaries are tested, what wolf's monomonkey reveals in real-time evolution. The forest isn't static, neither is identity. Hey, let's go to the backyard and see Rocky.
Howdy, Yildai and Rocky here for Yildai's Pet Corner. Last week we got 14 subscribers, best week ever. 14 bones here. Rocky gets, I said that I would be bringing Rocky on. Here he is. Rocky, take your bone. There you go. Now, a couple of things about the channel is that right now we are in version 2.0. Been in it for about 2 weeks now. We are also starting this week going into version 2.5, and that's going to be bringing in a narration for the short forms. As soon as we get that all hammered out, then it'll be going and pushing through to the long form videos. Like I said, last week we got 14 subscribers. Got 14 bones minus the one that old Rocky over there is sitting there chewing on. Again, thank you very much, and out.
Welcome back from the backyard, folks. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Last time, we introduced one of Central Africa's most visually striking rainforest primates, wolf's monomonkey. We explored their home in the Congo Basin, their small social groups, and their highly distinctive facial markings, which likely evolved for species recognition. But that led us to a fascinating contradiction. We ended with a big question. If Guenon monkeys evolved these unique ID badge faces to avoid confusion with other species, why do some of them still interbreed or hybridize, where their ranges overlap? Tonight, we're diving deep into that evolutionary puzzle. Wolf's monomonkey belongs to a larger group commonly called Guenons, a diverse collection of forest monkeys within the Genus Cercopithecus. The Central African rainforests are a biodiversity hotspot, home to multiple Guenon species living in symmetry, meaning their territories overlap. These include closely related monotype monkeys, many of which share a similar body size, diet, habitat preference, and social structure. This sets the stage for some complex interactions. When closely related species share the same forest, evolutionary pressure increases for clear differentiation. That's where facial diversity comes in. Research in primate evolutionary biology strongly suggests Guenon facial coloration is linked to species recognition. In dense, low-light forests where visibility is limited, bold facial contrast may help individuals quickly identify their own species, potential mates, and rival groups from a distance. It's a vital communication tool, but evolution is rarely a straight line, and it's certainly not perfect. In areas where species ranges overlap, hybridization has been documented among several Guenon species. Now, hybridization does not mean two species are identical. It simply means that, under certain conditions, closely related species can interbreed and produce viable, fertile offspring, allowing genes to flow between them. This is uncommon in the wild, but it is very real. This rare phenomenon tends to occur in specific zones, at the natural boundaries of a species range, in habitats disturbed by human activity, or in regions where populations have become small and isolated. For Wolff's Mona monkey, this possibility becomes especially relevant in fragmented forests. As logging and agriculture alter natural boundaries, previously separated populations may encounter one another more frequently. These new contact zones create opportunities for interaction that didn't exist before. And when ecological lines blur, biological lines sometimes do too. These hybrid zones are incredibly valuable to scientists. They provide a real-time window into the mechanics of evolution. Speciation, genetic flow, and divergence. Wolff's Mona monkey helps researchers understand how species maintain their unique identity despite some gene flow. Because here's the key: even if limited hybridization occurs, species can remain distinct if natural selection continues to favor specific traits like facial recognition patterns or vocal signals that prevent mix-ups. In other words, evolution isn't just about separation, it's about a dynamic and constant balance. It's kind of like family reunions. Everyone looks similar. Everyone shares some traits. But you still know exactly who's who. And if you don't, well, that's when things get awkward. Now we shift to something critical. Wolff's Mona monkey is native primarily to the Democratic Republic of the Congo. The Congo Basin is one of the largest tropical rainforests in the world, second only to the Amazon. However, the region faces logging, agricultural expansion, bushmeat hunting, infrastructure development. Habitat fragmentation increases edge zones, the boundaries between forest and cleared land. And edge zones often increase contact between species that were previously separated. This can increase hybrid encounters, reduce genetic isolation, disrupt traditional troop structures. Even more concerning, forest fragmentation reduces food security for frugivorous monkeys like Wolff's Mona monkey. And when fruit trees decline, troop competition intensifies. To thrive, Wolff's Mona monkeys depend on a sophisticated social system built on three pillars: stable troop structures, clear vocal communication, and well-defined territorial spacing. Adult males give loud, booming calls to signal territory and reduce physical conflict. These vocalizations act like an auditory fence, helping maintain spacing between groups, conserving energy and lowering injury risk. But in fragmented habitats, those spacing systems become compressed. Troops encounter each other more frequently, leading to heightened competition and stress. This pressure can ultimately cause long-term reproductive success to decline. So this isn't just about facial patterns, it's about ecosystem stability. Here's the big reveal. Wolff's Mona monkey isn't just an example of species recognition. It's a living demonstration of evolution in motion. Its facial patterns show how natural selection shapes identity. Its hybrid zones show how those boundaries are tested. And its very survival depends on maintaining the delicate balance between connection and separation in one of Earth's most complex ecosystems. This monkey's face isn't just decoration, it is a masterclass in evolutionary strategy. And speaking of choosing wisely, if you're thinking about adding a dog to your family, don't forget about Training Day Tuesdays. We're continuing our series all about how to choose the right dog for your lifestyle, home, and family dynamic. Because just like in the wild, the right fit matters. Hey, let's go check in on Rocky and his pups.
Hey, enjoying our stories? Buy my dad a coffee. Thanks. On behalf of myself, my pups, and my dad, we thank you for watching.
Please remember to like
And subscribe. We get bones.